name's Peter. I'm here to tell you a little bit about shed insulation. I've been involved in insulation about 25 years, and of recent times taken a particular interest in the do-it-yourself industry, particularly for sheds. And for that purpose we have the 0007. The 0007 is one of many radiant barriers, but this one has some special features of which we find is extremely good for the DIY industry, and particularly for sheds. 0007 comes in rolls. The size of the roll range from 1 metre to 110 square metres. So whatever length you want, we will cut it and send it to you. It is in fact 1.3 metres wide, and it comes to you, as I say, in whatever size you wish. How much heat does the 0007 stop? Well, it stops 97% of radiant heat. Radiation is over 90% of the heat that comes into your building, and by far the biggest percentage of the heat that escapes from your building. So once you stop 97% of the radiant heat either way, you've controlled the temperature in your building. What temperature difference will it make? How cool will my shed be when I've finished insulating it with 0007? Well, that's a little bit of a hard question to answer. It really depends on how hot the day is. The simplest way to answer it, if you can imagine on a really hot day and you could pick up your shed, holus bolus, and put it underneath a mango tree or a fig tree or something like that in the shade, and you can imagine the difference that would make to your shed. Well, in fact, that's what the 0007 does for you. End up with the shade temperature of the day. Now that can be a difference of 5 degrees or 15 degrees, it really depending on how hot the day was before we started. I assure you, the fact that it stops 97% means that there isn't anything out there that can actually do a better job or keep your shed cooler. Why is a 0007 so thin? As other radiant barriers and other foils on the market are quite thick. Does it make any difference? No, it doesn't. The thickness of a radiant barrier makes absolutely no difference to its performance. There is no correlation between the two. This material stops 97%. Now 97% is pretty close to 100%. So the thickness has virtually no bearing on the subject whatsoever. Well, no, it's not fragile. It's quite strong. It's strong enough for the environment that it was meant for. You can't tear it. One of the reasons is if you look closely, you'll see that there's a little cord running through it, and that gives it the strength that's required for you to do the job and for the material to last for a very long time. How do we install the 0007 in a shed? Well, you can do it all the traditional ways if you so wish, with a frame or with staples or glue, but we have a very clever way, I believe, of installing it. It's very simple, very economical, and very quick, and it's permanent. What it is little magnetic straps. You can buy them from Shed Insulation DIY, and you can see the little buttons on there. And those little buttons are very powerful, and I'll show you how they work. You simply cut off the amount of material that you want, wherever you're putting it. Put it in place, whether it be on your roof or your wall or your roller door. And you simply get a magnetic strap, place it on the top, and there you go. And you can then adjust it if you wish to. Make sure it's in the right place, everything's correct. And you can go ahead and put on other straps. You can put as few or as many as you like. It depends on where you're installing it, as to whether you're putting it in your roof or on your roller door or on your wall. So there you go. That's very simple, very effective, and easy to do it yourself, lasts a long time, and it's economical. Well, thank you for watching the video. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate. Just send me an email or get on the phone and give me a call. Thank you very much.